Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Big hello to all the new subscribers. Update on that 25 Yamaha that I made on my last video. I'm waiting on some parts for it. I took the carbs apart and of course they were full of salt. This one, you know, had been submerged. Took the head off, cleaned it all up, honed it up and everything. I'm getting good compression numbers on it now. But the carbs were so bad that I had to actually use an extractor to get the needle out of the seat. That's how bad they were in there. So I don't know if they're going to work or not. But I cleaned them up as best I could, and I had to order new needles for them. So those are on the way. And that's all that's really stopping me from putting it back together. I had a booger of a time on the center carburetor on the Yamaha, which feeds the other two carburetors. The fuel pump is integral to that center carburetor. It was severely plugged, and I wasn't sure if I was going to get it or not, but after some ultrasonic cleaning and picking at it and high pressure air and everything, I finally got it to where I could squirt fluid through it. So I'm hoping it's going to be all right. I took a gamble and purchased those needles, which weren't cheap, by the way. They were like $13 each just for the little needle. So big difference from the OMC in that regard. So that's where I'm at on that 25. It's sitting in my tank, and I'm just waiting on those parts. But I did have a gentleman come in here and asked me if I wanted to buy his 40 horsepower Yamaha on a skiff that he had just purchased. He bought the skiff, the trailer, and the engine was on it. He knows nothing about the engine, he said. He goes, I don't know anything about it. He goes, I bought the boat and the trailer. I'm putting a brand new 4-stroke Suzuki on it. So I looked at the overall condition. I said, you don't know any history, whether it's been submerged or anything. He said he didn't even know the guy he bought it from. Never met him before. So I bought it. Took a chance on it. And I bought it as completely parts. I wasn't worried about whether it ran or not. When I went to pull it over, it felt seized. And so I thought, well, the lower unit, pull start, whatever. There's a lot of stuff I can use on it. So it's a 40 horsepower, 3-cylinder Yamaha. And I think I'm not sure of the year on it, but it's late 80s, early 90s, something like that. But anyway, turns out that what was causing it to freeze up was just the pull start. The catch mechanism on the recoil starter was stuck. So freed that up and it pulled over. But because it's so easy on these Yamahas, I went ahead and pulled the head on it. I just wanted to see what the cylinders looked like and everything, and they looked really good. So put the head back on, did a compression check on it, and I got around 115, 120, all 3 cylinders. So I was real happy with that. And she's a little dirty and such, but it shifts, goes in and out of gear. And so then I took the carburetors off and popped the float off the bottom carb and looked in there. Very clean, nice. So I think it's going to be a runner. I'll have it put back together, but let me show you where I'm at right now with it, show you the motor. There she is. Right. So yeah, this safety thing on the interlock there on the recoil was stuck. So it's got the VRO, and you can see where I pulled the head off and re-glued it. But there's the numbers, 115, 118, 118. Not bad. Overall condition, the engine is not that dirty. Somebody put a hydrofoil fin on it, and that's snapped off. That's no big deal. I've got about 100 of them. I won't put one back on it. If you look in the shift tiller area, it's full of pine needles and such. But it all seems to work. The tiller handle is a little loose, wobbles a little and such, but both of the cables are free and work. I checked it for spark. Good strong spark on all three. And everything seems to be pretty nice on it. If you look in the reeds inside there, they're sparkling clean, and the cylinders looked about the same. And it actually still has the VRO hooked up and everything. Most of these that I get, people have blocked off the VRO and mix their own, but this one's not that bad. The aluminum's not all busted up, it's pretty clean. So I got the bonnet outside. It's nice. Everything, the catches work. And like I said, when I bought it, I told the guy, I said, you don't know the history of it. I don't know the history of it. I tried to pull it over. It wouldn't pull over. I told him, I said, look, I'm buying it as a parts motor unless you can tell me it starts and runs. He goes, I don't want to mess with it. I just want it off the boat. I said, I'll give you $50. He said, sure. And he helped me get it off the boat. And so we'll see if my gamble pays off. I think it will. The numbers say it will. And then you can see the state that this one's tore down. So, but here's the carbs, and like I said, I pulled off that. Now, I haven't cleaned these carbs or nothing. That's the way they came off there. So they're a little dirty, but not bad. And I pulled that bowl off that bottom one, and it was clean as a whistle in there. So I'm hoping it turns out to be all right. The propeller looks good. It's not all busted up. And there's its little brother that I'm waiting on carburetor parts for. And like I said, I had to use extractors to get them needles out, so that wasn't a good sign. But I got her all cleaned up and ready to go. As soon as those needles come, I'll throw those carbs back on and see what we get. And you see that right there? Don't believe it. 100 to 1. You can do it if you want, but I won't. 50 to 1. TCW3. I wonder if this one says it. No, it ain't even got that in there. It just... But I don't do the 100 to 1 because I like my 2 strokes. Yep. But so I got a pair of Yamahas. I'm really hoping I get this little 25 3-cylinder going. I hope it. The compression is real good now, and but of course there's oil in them cylinders too. But they look good. They honed up nice. I don't see why it wouldn't run except for carburetors, and unfortunately, being the 3-carb 3-cylinder 25, I don't have any. And I haven't looked up the year on this one. I can't even tell what it says. Boy, I think it's a W. But I'll have to look it up. I think yeah, it's a W. So I'll have to look that up. I'm not sure what W is right off the top of my head. But anyway, I took a chance on it for $50. And so that's that. And so I just thought I'd do a quick video on and show you this one I picked up. And as soon as I get it buttoned back up, I still need to do some cleaning on it and get all that out of there. And I have the plastic cover that goes on the bottom. The plastic, I think it's plastic, half of that. But that's not critical anyway. So there you go. Twin Yamahas. Thanks for watching.